It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And the Wizards on friendly ground as they continue this homestand, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
And so it's Washington with it. 4-point game. Conley into the lane. Pass to Sabonis. Over Howard.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
And again, Washington, no good. Korver, good.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Conley surveying the D. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Washington, no good.
Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Pass to Hardaway. Off target from outside. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Conley with it. To the paint. Sabonis over Howard. And the shot goes in.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are on cover.
And that one's good. Parker.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Sabonis has got 5 now.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out of it.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Inside. Pass to Sabonis. Outside Conley. Down low. Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
What an athlete this guy is. Griffin making dunking look so easy.
Big-time scoring is always a premium, Chris, when you're evaluating players on the offensive side. What do you hope to find as you kind of break down their game?
I hope to find that you can dribble, shoot, and pass. Because if you can do those things and you're a great scorer, then I know that if you get double teamed, you can find an open man. That if you have the part of an unselfish player, that you're willing to think 2-3 plays ahead of how to set someone else up that's struggling. Because a great player can always get their own. And also on the offensive side of the ball, are you careless? Or do you value possessions? Do you make easy turnovers? And if you do make a turnover in the offensive end, What is your temperature like defensively? Will you run back and get back and try to get a stop? What type of player are you overall? Great offensive players are result-oriented, not necessarily seeking individual numbers or acclaim, and that's a big part of my evaluation.
20 feet out. And Washington again with the bucket.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanović. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Basket counts. That's 7 points for Howard.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Howard with the stuff.
It's all about determination for Howard. When he sprints like this, he deserves to get the rock.
They double-team Conley. Outside Griffin. Back to Conley. Pass to Griffin. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte leading by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Here's Sabonis. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Korver way outside. No good on the quick 3.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something close.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Pass to Pachulia. Nice ball movement by Washington. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Howard with it. Guarded now by Morris.
Well, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one is good. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Back to the action after this word. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, there's not enough defensive pressure on the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets corrected. That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Even though he's older now, I mean, Pachulia's tall. So, I mean, he can still dunk. And he's 6'11". That helps.
It's stolen by Morris. Outside Rondo. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ahead. It's tipped. Out to Morris. To the left side wing. And it's Osman missing. And it's the Hornets ball. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. And Pachulia over to help. Here's Howard. Parker trying to free himself up.
A capable defender with a solid reach, peculiar skill to contesting shooters and intimidating them.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. C-Web, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they could throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Wow. Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through.
That is something else. Here's Kennard. 7 points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Korver.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
The Wizards with another miss. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 3-point lead. Looking at the Wizards' past 3 seasons, C-Web, bottom 10 in the league in rebounding.
And they have the most trouble on the defensive end. How about that? Think about that combination. When you give up second chance opportunities, you put yourself behind the 8 ball. Oh, that was just a focal point for the Hornets last season. Create more space on the offensive end. The result, they shot the ball really well from 3, but their efficiency inside the arc dropped dramatically.
Here's Howard. Rebounded by Hardaway.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Washington making some changes. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And looking at the Hornets offense, it's not like they shoot a lot of threes. They were just extremely accurate.
Well, Kevin, that's something they worked on in practice. I mean, taking good shots out on the perimeter. And for the younger guys, the shot just became more consistent. I mean, but ultimately, they couldn't save them in the win last time.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
To the inside. Here's Thomas. Pass to Giles. And so Washington again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now here's Howard. Out to Parker. Wide open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Here's Cannon. Pass to Giles. Lays it up and banks it in. Giles has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Thomas. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass to Howard. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Howard's got 15.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
For Charlotte, they had shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. And that one misses.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
You think about his career. He's been a dominant presence for so many years. That's Dwight Howard. He came into the league right out of high school, played all 82 games, and played well.
Pass to Giles. Inside. Shot clock at 5.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
To the middle. Back to Osman. Up top, Morris. Pass to Giles. A shot off that time. And the Hornets now going the other way.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look, because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help.
For Charlotte, they have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
And Parker comes with the help. Wide open. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Howard with the stuff.
Good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Pass to Giles. Back to Cannon. The 3 from Thomas. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Charlotte Hornets. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. Right back after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one.
Well, they're hoping to take a step forward last season. The Wizards actually went in the other direction. They finished just 43 wins compared to 49 the year before.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the 3 like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Back to Sabonis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And plenty of individual talent on this Wizards roster. You wonder what will finally make things click.
You do, Kevin, because they're still very young at key positions. I mean, some guys are still learning how to become professionals. But that said, at some point, you have to come together as a team.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're removed.
Wiggins drives in. Howard in the post. Shoots over Griffin. No good from Howard. Wizards trail by 12. Pass to Conley. To the paint. Shoots the 3. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Charlotte leading by 12. Goes up off the inbound. Hardaway with the steal. Oh, Griffin in position. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Oh, that's just a lack of communication. 2 guys just not on the same page.
Howard with the steal. Wiggins drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 14.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Griffin. To the middle. Here's Conley. And so Washington again turning it over. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Wiggins. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Down low. Here's Howard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Never easy trying to mark Howard. I mean, he's terrific at forcing the issue and getting the foul call. Well, and he's trying to become more disruptive defensively. Last year, the Hornets were only 28th in the league in creative turnovers. Now, that's not what former coach Clifford had in mind.
And it's Conley penetrating to stop the drought. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 11 points.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. Outside for Griffin. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
The time, the execution. I mean, that's outstanding initiative from Griffin on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And he comes up with the deuce. And it's 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the triple. And even 3-on-3 break. And there's another one for the Hornets.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jabari Parker.
And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
And Washington making a change here. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing. Shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone. And really, his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
But I'll tell you, the Wizards just keep knocking on the door. They've assembled some good talent, but they haven't come together as a complete unit. I don't like their chemistry. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more on the leadership side.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And for the Wizards, and you look at their history, 1979 was the last time they appeared in an NBA Finals.
Well, they lost to Seattle in that series, and the year before that, they won their only NBA championship, piece to Wes Unseld. But this current team is young. They have some talent. The future seems bright.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
The Wizards have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Down low. Here's Howard. Lets it fly. And the layup falls. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
You got to appreciate the scoring ability of Howard. A hulk of a player who knows how to get into a comfort zone.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. And it's Rondo with the ball for Washington. They trail by 9 points. Out to the right wing. Back to Osman. Pass to Rondo. Pachulia with it. Outside Rondo. Just 2 to shoot. Knocked loose.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Porzingis. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call on Washington with the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Here's Kennard. He's got 11. Shoots over Korver. Pass to Kennard. Good on the triple. Kennard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
No, Kevin, that's a slip-up by him. I'm sure they know it. I mean, the one guy you don't want to give an open three to.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. For Washington, they have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
And he sinks the second. Hornets leading by 9. The 3 from Porzingis. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And here's Morris for 3. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
Right side, Porzingis. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Wizards trail by 12. Now here's Rondo. Out to the wing. Pass to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. And that one drops. Kennard's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Wizards.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Griffin with it. Covered by Wiggins. Knocks it loose. Back to Rondo. To the inside. Giles. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
The 3 from Porzingis. The rebound by Giles. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
Knocks it loose. Outside Korver. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Yeah, love how fast Korver shoots the ball. He doesn't even think about it. Just terrific instincts.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And it's Wiggins with the jam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 16 assists.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the right side. Here's Giles. And stolen by Howard. Got a piece of it. Count it. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Griffin down low. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, you know he's crafty when he's close into the bucket. You better foul him. I mean, you love seeing Griffin be poised on these interior shots.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows. Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Back to Morris. Pass to Kennard. Nice ball movement by Washington. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Here's the break. Here's Kennard. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And that one misses. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, there's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but you sometimes slip in the tendencies. And I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-point. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
You can't lay that pass in there any better.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Porzingis has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hornets.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Charlotte.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Howard.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Charlotte no good that time either. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got 17 points here in the second half.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Wiggins drives in.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style. Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Free throw good. Sabonis. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They led the game at one point by 20.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Good on the three-point shot.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Hits it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 35.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last two possessions. They're going that way.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Charlotte. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time.